I mean, maybe this is the reason why none of Jeffrey Epstein's blackmail material has ever surfaced, is because he was fucking burning it onto CDRs. Like, that stuff, if you fucking look at that thing the wrong way, it'll get scratched and you'll never be able to use it again. Like, bro, come on. You didn't get arrested until 2019. You could have been putting these on some solid state drives. You didn't need, this is not a secure way to hold data. Hey, it's the Goblin Queen. Here's a safe. I took a few screenshots of things that made me think like there's more. So there's more. There's like tons of stuff that we haven't seen yet. Now we've heard before that there was a safe that had a bunch of CDs in it that were like name and girl's name, 15 years old or whatever. Like that seemed to be like where the blackmail material was held. I don't know if this is the safe, but this is a safe. And it was photographed by the New York raid. But then look at this. All these photo albums. Look at them all. And they're thick too. Those aren't your like grade 5 social studies thing. Oh yeah, could also be the safe Wolf talked about where he kept photos of Trump with young girls. Could be. I don't know. I mean, and we've also just heard like, okay, like these guys, they used to hang out and they used to constantly be taking photos. Like they're documenting it. And look at all these. Look at all of these. Like there's, like a lot of it's very difficult to read, but some of it's larger. This one says Brazil Miscellaneous 1206, LSJ Ariel Walter Cronkite, which we now have photos of Walter Cronkite. Saint Bart's Chateau Villette, Chateau Ourmont. Like, look at all this shit. Look at all this shit. Now this one, okay. Here's another photo. So it looks like we're in front of a some kind of a bookshelf or something, but it's our filing shelf filled with these boxes, right? Filled with these boxes. And there's a little, as Philin says, we know he had lots of CDRs. Look at this. All I see is the word Leslie. It could be Leslie Groff, but that was one of his assistants / victims, maybe, / girlfriends. But I mean, Jean-Luc spent a lot of time in Brazil finding girls for him. I didn't know that Epstein had spent that much time in Brazil, but maybe. I mean, I could see that. That's where fucking, what's his name? John Casablancas lived. But over here, now this is going to be, I can't zoom anymore. Annoying. But over here, I can read this. This, I don't know if you can see where I'm circling here. If I jiggle my thing around, it'll get bigger, I think, right? No. But so didn't mean it to sound like that. But right up here in the corner there, you can see that. There's a little tag on this box, and it says, old pictures with different / important people. Important people. Isn't that funny? And then there's just so many, like every time they open a drawer, it's full of photos and pictures, like the whole house is decorated with all these pictures, like framed photos of like Epstein and Steve Bannon, Epstein and Woody Allen, Epstein and the Pope, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, I didn't mean it to sound like that. But then in the drawers even, look, we've got this, look at this. There's a folder, and the title of the folder is censored. And like they've even censored this tiny, again, I can't zoom in, but there's just a little tiny person here, and they've put a little tiny like 4x4 pixel big square to censor their face. Another one censored here, another one censored here. Like there's so much. Here's another drawer full of CDs. Chelina AV Shoot 2, which I believe we've seen this CD before. Diploma with a bunch of math on it. A bunch of CDR cases. Can't quite tell what's in here. Chelina 2 AV photos. So Chelina Dubin was the daughter of Ava and Glenn Dubin. Ava Dubin was Epstein's ex-girlfriend. She's a Swedish model, and what kind of scientist is she? I think she's like a rocket scientist or something. And Glenn Dubin is a hedge fund billionaire who is good friends with Epstein. Epstein seems to have set them up together. Glenn Dubin was the first man that Epstein trafficked Virginia Giuffre to. He sent her to him, give him a massage, give him the same kind of treatment you give me. That's what he said to her to be like, have sex with this man, or do whatever this man asks. It could be sex tapes of Middelfart. Yeah, that's true. Definitely could be. That's the other Chelina in his life. Epstein was Chelina's godfather. He also wanted to marry her. He was tossing around the idea of marrying her so that he'd be able to give her, like his money could go to her or something like that. He would say that he would always say that Chelina was his favorite person in the world. Chelina is the one that I will say there's some photos of her when she was very young, like, like 8 years old or younger, like sitting on his lap and stuff, those ones do make me uncomfortable. I will say, as much as earlier I was like, let's be clear, that's not exactly what's going on. But yeah, these round plastic cases were like what you got when you're buying one CDR at a time at the dollar store. I mean, maybe this is the reason why none of Jeffrey Epstein's blackmail material has ever surfaced, is because he was fucking burning it onto CDRs. Like that stuff, if you fucking look at that thing the wrong way, it'll get scratched and you'll never be able to use it again. It's like, bro, come on. You didn't get arrested until 2019. You could have been putting these on some solid state drives. You didn't need, this is not a secure way to hold data. And this is from 2012. Like we had external hard drives by then. You didn't need, this is terrible fucking cybersecurity. Yeah, this Epstein guy, I don't know if I care for him. I think he's a little bit cringe. Sam Jaffe, a former CBS and ABC correspondent, says today he was told that Walter Cronkite and John Chancellor were on a Central Intelligence Agency list of reporters who have performed secret intelligent work. Really? Interesting. He copied his friend Woody Allen's MO with Middlefart? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you mean like goddaughter. You mean Chilina Dubin, goddaughter, stepdaughter sort of thing with Suni Previn. I see what you're saying. Middlefart is another lady. Because it says 8/12, so it'll be 2012. I'm guessing this is Chilina Dubin, because Chilina Middlefart wasn't really hanging out with Epstein past like 1998. Is she some kind of trust fund child for centuries old Middlefart Whoopi dynasty? Yeah, she is actually a trust fund baby. She's a nepo baby for a Middlefart dynasty. She's an heiress. Yeah, maybe it was a whoopee cushion company. I forget what it is, but yeah, apparently Middlefart, as funny as it sounds in English, in Swedish, it just means like the middle way, the middle road or whatever. Middelfart. Very funny. Here's like a big ass, look at this. Big ass like desk covered in like framed photos. So many framed photos that they block each other. Like we aren't even able to see them all from this. And then in each drawer, more shit. And if you look in the door on the left, Black Family Trustee Meeting, November 21st, 2014. Now, we've talked a little bit about Epstein's weird relationship with Leon Black and how Leon Black gave him, what was it, $14 million for like tax advice? Like, doesn't seem to be real. But let's see, like, I haven't actually checked. Does this family thing, I'm trying to see here. Oh, where is it? Jeffrey emails reveal how he squeezed billionaire. And this is another guy, Leon Black, who has been directly accused by multiple women. I think 6 overall women have said that he sexually assaulted them with Epstein. He was with a 17-year-old prostitute, blah, blah, blah. 2014. So, okay. In 2016, he was still giving him money. Oh, wow. $170 million this guy gave him. $170 million. That's nuts. So much money. I'm just looking for like when, because this picture is the Black Family Trustee Meeting in November 21st, 2014. And there was a big fight that they had about his family and what his family thought. I'm just looking for that. I'm trying to see if that was what it was. No, okay, so this would be in 2016. So Epstein wrote to Black, at least for a few weeks, I'm unable to commit much time and make any future plans to guide you in the redoing of your procrastination-produced mess. The late pedophile wrote in one November 2016 missive about Black's estate. You have a bomb of colored string that your children have formed. It has to be very carefully unwound. Okay, so that was November 2016. Can you imagine being that angry at the guy who's giving you $170 million and you're like, you are an idiot and your kids? Well, I'm going to say an ableist slur about them. But okay, so this was maybe before it got to that point. And even then, Black kept giving them money. Anyway, you look over here. More CDs. Like there's gotta be stuff that we're not seeing, right? Oh, this one's weird. Look at this. Epstein with a censored girl and Epstein's colored in. Epstein's been Grinchified, Shrekified. Yeah, crazy. $170 million is so much.